This is a video of a Union Pacific snowplow, rotary snowplow that was built in 1922 and later was converted from coal-fired to oil-fired in 1949-1950. At that time, the tender was changed to this tender that was from a Norfolk and Western 2882 that was scrapped. They bought that locomotive during the Second World War. So this tender was then used to oil fire the rotary plow. I've been adding a fair amount of electronics to this. In the plow itself, barely, you can see it right in there, is a ESU decoder. And I made a connection board, we'll call it here, a printed circuit board that I took a file and divided it up into different areas. This proved really handy as far as, because I could connect the wires from the decoder to this board and also solder the wires, say, from the speaker, from the lighting, and so forth to the board. In the tender, this is all sound here. So this is going to be Bluetooth sound. So I can send any sound file from my phone to this snowplow, the tender, and then there. So on this, the board on the bottom converts DCC track power to 12-volt power, and then the circuit on the very end of the board at the bottom there creates also 5-volt power. This blue board on the top is a Bluetooth board. They can either be a transmitter or receiver. In this case, it's a receiver. So it gets power from the bottom board. It picks up the signal Bluetooth from the phone. This board in the back here is an amplifier that amplifies that signal and sends it to the speaker that's in the plow. In the plow, I've got 3 different sets of lights. I've got a headlight, a light inside the top cab, and another light, that little yellow square, is a light for the back part of the plow. So right now I'm running, this is on my test track where it's real easy for me to, I can change this track here from programming to main by just flipping this switch here, programming to main. So I can program the decoder really quickly and then switch it to main and test what I just did. I've got a Raspberry Pi in that box down there, and back behind it is a DCC EX command station that is powering this test layout. The test layout sits back in underneath my main layout. It's on rollers and can roll back. So right now I've got a throttle up on the screen here, but I could use my phone throttle or Wi-Fi throttle or whatever to do this, but I'll go ahead and turn the track power on. And then I've got function 1, 2, and 3 on here are for the lights. So function 1 turns on the headlight. Function 2 turns on the front cab light. And function 3 turns on the light at the back of the plow. So any of these lights can be on or off at any time. Now for sound, what I've done is I've created some sound files where I took recorded video from the internet for a rotary plow that's used on the Chama to Montgomery's Railroad down in New Mexico, Colorado. that still has a rotary steam plow. So there's been some other videos on the internet from that, so I've taken little snippets off of those for the sound files. And I've copied it onto my phone. So I've got 4 basic files here. One of them is a start. One of them goes from the start sequence to run. And then there's a run sequence that you could run forever. And then a shutdown sequence. So if I hit the start sequence, we can hear the plow is just starting to turn the blade. I can take the throttle and I can start to turn the blade up. And as it picks up long and starts to speed up, then we can up the speed of the blade. So this is just using the motor control on the decoder. Then I can go from start to run. In this sequence, it's going to go, I should have slowed it down and then go down to the higher speed at this point. So this would be like the plow working. And then I can go to the run. So this is the one that would just run continuously until you get tired of it. And then I can go to the shutdown circuit. So it's like on shutdown right now, the bottom one. And as the plow starts to shut down, I can bring the speed of the blade down until finally the blade comes to a stop. So I'll get the sound files up. I need to talk to the YouTube creator and get his permission. I had permission from 2 other ones, but I like the sound files on this one video. And I'll get those up, and I'm about ready. I just have to change a couple of my wires here that are right now on the outside to go underneath to connect the 2 modules together. I've got track pickups on the, let me turn that off. I've got track pickups on the trucks in the front and the trucks in the tender, and they're also connected. So I basically got pickups from both units that are tied together. So I'm going to get the print files up for this probably this week. I'll post again when I get those up. But anyway, this has been not an easy project. And I don't know how many people will go ahead and do the wiring and so forth, but you do have that availability. So thanks for watching. This little add-on to the video will just show some of the detail on the tender. This is N scale. And also the plow itself. There's the door where the coal is shoveled from the tender into the boiler. I think this came out pretty good. I'm happy with it. The front of the plow also has quite a bit of rivet detail to it. And the blade itself also. Okay, again, thanks for watching.